to my YouTube channel. Today's video is actually going to be about something that I find very, very interesting because it usually involves me. Don't act like I'm being selfish, don't act. Come on. Being ethnically ambiguous. Now, before I start this video and before anything goes down, this is a disclaimer. I am not trying to offend anyone here. I am just trying to talk about my experiences and how I feel towards this stuff. Don't take offense to it. If you do, then I apologize, and if you don't, then you feel me. Okay? We're good. Let's continue. Being ethnically ambiguous. What does being ethnically ambiguous even mean? It's basically you are a human being, right? And then you look like another human being who is probably a different race than you or ethnicity, and people can't figure out what you is. That's what it is. Now, it's funny. I don't take offense to this. I actually find it so funny that people will just ask me, like, what am I? I take it to the next level, and I use this question for my entertainment, and I say, I don't know, guess what I am. Joanna doesn't sound like a Hispanic name or this name or that kind of name. All the Joannas I know are American. They're all white, unless if you make it Spanish and you call me Juanita, but my name is not Juanita. The only person that could call me Juanita is Carlos. Shout out to Carlos. He's out there somewhere watching me. I love you. I have been mistaken as Indian so many times, and I actually don't have a problem with this because I love India. I love the culture. I love everything about it. I don't know. I just find it super interesting, and I really don't take offense to whenever somebody calls me that, or Mexican, which I find a lot of Hispanics to take offense to. I generally do not take offense to being called Mexican because the Mexican culture is really awesome, and I mean, have you tasted tacos? Come on. Story time with Joanna. Hey. It was junior year, and I was a peer tutor to some of the ESL kids that we had. So I walked in, and there are these two boys who are very, very, very Hispanic, and by that I mean they were just talking it out, okay? I am Hispanic. Obviously, even if you're not Hispanic, you're gonna know that it's Spanish. Into my seat, and I sat down, and I could hear them talking behind me. Now, they had no idea what ethnicity I was, because if they would have known, they would have not been talking at the voice level that they were talking about me in. Yeah. I sit there and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait it out and see what they're talking about because I have no idea. And so they continue talking, and they're like, oh this and oh that, and I was just like holding in. I was suppressing my laughter because I could not. It was just the funniest thing ever. And so one of them finally gets the guts and comes up to ask me, hey, what are you? I was like, what do you mean? I totally knew what they meant. I just wanted to see what they would say. So they were like, no, like, what ethnicity are you? Are you like Middle Eastern? And I was like, oh yeah, definitely. And I just took this to the next level, y'all. Lord forgive me for lying, but this is how it went down. Like, so where are you from? And I go, Persia. Now, if you know anything about geography or history, or if you go to school and pay attention for like 2 seconds, you will know that Persia does not exist anymore. These kids still believe that it existed, even though today it's now known as like Iran, right? Well, these kids, they were just like super shocked, and they were like, oh my gosh, can you speak the language? And I was like, yeah, but I'm not gonna speak it because I don't want you guys to like think I'm weird or anything. And they were like, oh, it's totally cool, like we're not gonna pressure you. 2 weeks went by, and these kids continue talking about me. Finally, I turned and looked at them, and I was like, I totally lied to you guys. I'm not Persian, I'm Hispanic, and I heard everything you guys were saying. And the look on their faces was priceless, you guys. It was so funny. I could not stop laughing. Like, they were just completely in shock. They could not believe what was going on. They looked so embarrassed, and I could not stop laughing. So that was the end of my story, right? But I have some other things I want to talk about, because why not? Being ethnically ambiguous is actually super funny, because people are like, where are you from? And they will ask you that, meaning, what ethnicity are you? Where are your parents from? That kind of thing. But instead of saying that and getting more specific, they just say, where are you from? Now, this is probably one of the hardest questions I have ever been asked, because I don't know what they mean. Are you meaning like, where was I born? Because I was born in California. Where am I from now? I'm from Kentucky. And they're like, no, but like, where are you like from? And I'm like, America? Finally, they will be like, no, like, what ethnicity are you? Where are your parents from? And then I will be able to say, my parents are Central American, my dad is from Honduras, and my mom is from El Salvador. Hispanic is never one of the first things to come up. It's Middle Eastern, or Indian, or mixed, or Native American, Pacific Islander, or something, and I find it super cool. Every single culture is amazing, and I have no problem being called anything because it's just super rad to be considered something else, and I love culture. So being called any type of ethnicity or something else is just a compliment. Speaking of which, one time a girl called me Native American as an insult. Have you seen Native Americans? Have you seen these people? They are so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you to this mysterious girl who called me this, who I am totally calling out on here. So that was this video. Although it was everywhere, it took me a long time to film. I have been so tongue-tied today. The fact that I could say that and I couldn't say something like 2 seconds ago. But anyways, this was my video, and although it didn't really make sense, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment and like below if you are ethnically ambiguous, and tell me some stuff about your experiences and what has happened to you. So with that, I'll let you guys go to have a great, wonderful day that is about as beautiful and amazing as you are. I love you. Eat your greens. Jesus loves you. Stay fly. See you guys. Okay, so I had actually just finished filming my video when I realized that I forgot to shout out the people that I had promised to shout out who answered my Snapchat when I asked you guys some questions. So big shout out to Clarissa Jeanette, King Jim, Gerson_XVIII, and Serenade Me, because you guys are the greatest ever. And if some of you want to go ahead and follow them, then their links will be down below. So yeah. Now, this little brown girl is out. I'm just kidding, I'm not Liza Koshy, but I wish I was.